So we are at the street corner of Bothell Way and Ballinger Way in Lake Forest Park. This is a location where people have vigiled every Saturday since December 2002. So 52 times a year, of course, people have been here vigiling for peace. This particular day, this is August 6th, and the year is 2022. The Peace Walk is beginning its walk here, and I have Reverend Senji Kanaeda. He is with Nipponzan Myohoji Buddhist Order, and he's with the temple on Bainbridge Island. He's currently setting up I guess that would be an altar for the ceremony today on August 6th. Senji,
yes.
I just have a couple of questions for you.
Sure.
What are your plans for today?
We will be here until noon for the over 20 years weekly peace bill. We joined it until 12 years for peace, and then after that we have a small ceremony for the memory of the soul of the victim of atomic bomb and also all warfare, and we pray for those such a suffered soul and praying for peace. And then we take a little lunch break, and then we start to walk from here to Green Lake, and where the annual lantern ceremony Hiroshima Day located in Seattle. So that's my plan today. And then we are going to walk with many peace walkers originally from Portland, Oregon this time. So, and I'm very happy to be here. Thank you.
Where did you start the peace walk this year?
Actually the Portland, Oregon this time, and at the end of last month. So,
where were you yesterday?
Yesterday we walked in Tacoma, and then the day before yesterday we walked in state capital Olympia. So.
Yeah, and where do you go? So after you'll walk from here to Green Lake, and at the lantern ceremony.
Yeah.
Lantern floating ceremony. And where do you go after that?
After that, we will return to our temple in Bainbridge Island, and then spend the night. And then the next morning, means Sunday morning tomorrow, we will do the last peace march from the Pulse Bowl to Ground Zero Center for Nonviolent Action for the Hiroshima Day weekend action, nonviolent action and peace vigil. Tomorrow, for us, it will be our last day for walk, and we joined the old program of the Ground Zero and until Monday morning. So that's our plan.
Yeah. What, if you don't mind me asking, what is the peace walk? What does walking for peace mean for you?
Yeah. I think that we know many people. Nobody wished to the warfare or violence or killing on the earth, but unfortunately we didn't stop those situations until now. And the peace walk is, and also a beating drum and peace walk, and this is one of the things. This very small thing, but one of the things we can do for expressing our wish and our prayer to the society. That's our peace marches. Very small thing, but that's only we can do, one of them. Yeah.
Is there anything different about this peace walk than the others, or?
Oh, I think peace walk is one of the significance of peace walk is, actually we are beating drum like the sound, and people wonder what is that, but that's a beginning, and then people have kind of interest, and then many cases in each city, each town, we have a new, like a wonderful meeting to the people who wish to, who can share our wish and hope. Yeah. And then today is maybe 6-7 people show up from Tacoma to here or Green Lake, and that's the only. Mostly just we met yesterday in Tacoma on the street in downtown Tacoma. But they are so interested. We took a lunch together, and then yes, they are so happy, and then they will show up here today. That's one of the good example. Yeah, such a thing happen always. Mean like a little by little, but we can spread our ripple to the ocean.
And you have other members of Nipponzan Myohoji Buddhist order here today?
Yeah, one of them is Buddy Monk Gilberto, Cubano-American, and also a special peace worker from New Jersey and New York is Jun-san, and the Buddhist nun. She's sitting down on the grass under the shade.
Yes.
The other lady next, and her name is Rose, and she's from New Jersey. Her father also joined our peace march and any peace activity for a long time. Yeah. We went to also Okinawa with her and her father. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yep. Thank you. Very happy and honored to be here with many American people who wish to realize peace on this special day. In Japan, it's already August 6th, it's yesterday. So today in Japan it's August 7th. But I just this morning when I woke up at Catholic Walker House in Tacoma, I watched that little Japanese news, and then the current Prime Minister, the Japanese Prime Minister, current one, the new one, his name is Kishida. He belongs to a very conservative party, but however, he is from Hiroshima, and he lost his grand uncle and several family members by the cause of atomic bomb. at least I heard that 3 people in his family died in the atomic bomb in Dodo. So, although like a previous, like a long time prime minister was shot recently, but he's very conservative. He's very wish to follow the American warfare and policy. But same party that current one belonged to, but he has strong wish to more than any other prime minister recently abolish nuclear weapons. Unfortunately, he didn't mention about nuclear ban treaty, but I little expected he will not try to direct a bad way. At least he's a little bit like a kind of God instead of evil or yeah, hope, yeah. So, and I really but very beginning I just put the water here like symbolically. It means when I was 8 years old, the first time I visited Nagasaki. And Nagasaki is not so far from my hometown. My mother took me to Nagasaki August 9, Nagasaki Day. And then I went to the Peace Park. We saw the monument. One of the monuments is they have a sign, "Give me a water. Give me a water. I'm so thirsty." And anyone who can offer the water to those people victimized by atomic bomb, they took it. They died quickly. But even many people did that. And then I just want to offer the victim of the Hiroshima Nagasaki bomb and also all kinds of warfare. The Ukrainian people are still suffering and suffering. We can't stop it. So we can imagine how the war is same. Just killing, taking the life. So I want to pour the water to the lives for victimized people at first. Thank you. The beating ground. Answer the beating ground. Gong. Shoni. It's good. 5 times gong. incense service, wherein we are going to read the Lotus Sutra, Buddhist teaching. The Lotus Sutra, chapter 16, the core of the Buddhist teaching for us. Basically, the meaning is we are one. Our life is one. Yeah. And so now we are going to start to read the sutra, and during that time, and if anyone can do, put incense to here. Yeah, and yeah, you know, like this. I hope it's a back is at first, you know, and
you start from the back so that you won't get burned when you put in the front ones.
service for the victims of the war nuclear weapons, I want to share to one Japanese boy's article. That boy is 14 years old, just recently, but he's going to Japanese school in New York, and then he joined some like a social study program and also any other thing with studying what the war is. And then the New York's Japanese American or Japanese people newspaper reported it, and the leader person is, her name is Rose, and she is from New Jersey, and she's also a long-time activist, and also her father worked with us many times on the peace march, Oregon, Washington, many places, and last time I met her father in Okinawa, Kadena Air Force Base, one of the biggest base, American base in the Far East. And also her father was with us at the new runaway site on the coral reef, and the big issue in the Okinawa now. So, and but a little noisy around here. If you can more concentrate, I'm very appreciative. Thank you so much. And,
thank you for all being here today.
You can move closer.
Okay, so it's titled About War. What do we know about war? Most people learn about it in social studies class in school or get information from the internet, television, movies, and other media. I visited Hiroshima Peace Memorial Museum when I was in 4th grade. The experience there made a strong impression on me as an elementary student at that time. At the museum, I saw pictures of charred bodies and the destruction of everything in the city. But how many Americans have seen these pictures? We learn about the atomic bomb in social studies class at school. But the photos we see are the pictures of the airplanes that dropped the atomic bomb and the mushroom cloud. But we rarely see the photos of the cruel human suffering. Our history lessons try to justify the use of the U.S. atomic bomb. They talk about what led up to dropping the atomic bombs on Japan and why the U.S. government used the bomb to end the war as soon as possible, and so on. When I heard that, my mind was full of images of charred people and the many bodies floating in the river. And we didn't learn about the aftermath of the people on whom the bomb was dropped. I think everyone should know that for a long time, many people have been suffering the after effects of radiation, even though they didn't die from the bomb. It took me a long time to write this composition. When it comes to writing about the atomic bomb or war, I feel blocked. This may be exactly why people don't want to talk about the atomic bomb and war. It may be unavoidable that we want to look away from pain and cruelty, but I think it is still important to look squarely at the reality without flinching. I think we need to see footage of all the pain and tears experienced by the victims and the soldiers who fought in the war. It has been almost 77 years since the atomic bomb was dropped on Japan, but even now, wars and conflicts continue in the world. Why do we need more powerful weapons when we already have enough nuclear weapons to blow the earth away? If I were to show a video of the suffering that happens after a nuclear bomb to the commander who was about to give the order to drop a bomb, do you think he would change his mind? If people all over the world were to shout, this just does not make sense, would it make them stop? Even after repeatedly thinking many things about war, I cannot find the answer. Still, I prefer not to create a history that people don't want to talk about, but to create a history that people do want to talk about in the future.